So, you want to hear a story, huh? A tale of adventure across the stars. Come, listen to old Marcus. Have I got a story for you? My tale begins here, on this backwater planet called Pandora. Some say it is a wasteland of greed and violence, and it is. But if you've got skills to pay the bills, Pandora is full of opportunity. Vault hunters. They brave the merciless Borderlands in search of secret alien treasure. My father told me tales of vault hunting when I was but a little Marcus boy. And now, I tell you. So, you ask, what treasures do the vaults hide? Fame, wealth, power. Or maybe nonsense like charity or family. I don't know, use your imagination. Whatever the prize, a vault hunter must have the determination to seize victory from the jealous hands of fate. Now, my story is about a very special band of vault hunters who have only just started their journey. They are bold and hungry. Maybe old Marcus tells you this story because they remind me of you. Just a little, don't let it go to your head. These new Vault Hunters are answering a siren's call. Her name is Lilith, and she is a hero, savior of Pandora a dozen times over. Lilith is recruiting a team to hunt for a map. A map that leads to vaults all over the galaxy. But she is not the only one. Dark forces have gripped the Borderlands. A new threat, unlike anything the galaxy has seen before. My story begins right here on Pandora, with our new Vault Hunters, their siren leader, and, most importantly, me.
Borderlands 3 is a first-person loot shooter. Players, either playing alone or in parties of up to 4 people, make a character from one of the 4 classes available, and take on various missions given out by non-playable characters, and at bounty boards to gain experience and in-game monetary rewards, as well as reward items. Players can also gain these items by defeating enemies throughout the game. As the player gains level, they gain skill points to allocate across a skill tree. The game introduces 4 new playable characters: Amara, a siren who summons Ethereal Fist, Mose, a young gunner who rides the Mecha Iron Bear, and Zane, an operative with a variety of gadgets, and Flak, a robot beastmaster who summons creatures to aid in fights. Unlike previous Borderlands games where each character had only one unique skill that operates on a cooldown, each character in the new game can unlock 3 unique skills, though only one, or in Zane's case 2, can be equipped at a time, greatly expanding the number of potential character builds a player can make. Borderlands 3 shares the same core loop with previous games around taking on missions, defeating enemies, and obtaining loot from fallen foes or special chests, most often in the form of procedurally generated weapons to vary in damage, range, ammo capacity, and other special perks, giving the game over 1 billion guns. Perks can include elemental effects, such as damaging the foes with fire, ice, or electricity, or may possess alternative firing behavior, among other visual differences. In Borderlands 2, some weapons had Slag Elemental, which coated the enemy for a short period and made them extremely vulnerable to a subsequent elemental attack from a different element. Slag weapons have been replaced with Radiation. The coating and subsequent vulnerability remains the same as Slag, but radiation damage will also hurt enemies over time on its own and can potentially spread to other enemies. The in-game manufacture of the guns also plays a larger role in the type of perks a weapon can have. TBR guns can be thrown when empty and create additional effects. Atlas have tracking bullets to hunt down enemies in cover, and Hyperion can have shields that absorb damage and use that for other purposes such as healing. Other randomly generated items include class modifiers, grenade modifiers, and shield kits. When playing with others, Borderlands 3's loot can be generated on a per-server basis, meaning that players must split the loot. But new to the series, players can also have loot generated on a per-player basis, so that each player gains the same loot, scaled for their character level. This option also exists for the enemies seen in-game. By default, enemies only scale with the player character's level that is operating the server, but when enabled, each player sees enemies that match their individual levels. Besides character skills and weapons, player characters have new combat maneuvers and abilities, such as crouch sliding, influenced by the mechanic in Titanfall and Apex Legends, and wall mounting to climb up over short heights. Players and their enemies can take cover behind short barriers which can be destroyed after continued weapon onslaught. While the game starts on the planet Pandora, the player early on gains access to a spacecraft, Sanctuary 3, which serves as a central hub between missions, and is used to set destinations for new planets where possible vaults have been identified. While aboard Sanctuary 3, players can manage their inventory, recover guns they have left on the field, purchase new guns and upgrades, and take on optional missions. Gearbox estimated that players will spend about 35 hours through the main questline, along with some side missions.
New Vault Hunter, huh? Name's Marcus. You picked a hell of a time to join the Crimson Raiders.
Good to see someone survived the attack. I'm Lilith, commander of the Crimson Raiders. Those bandits you fought are part of a cult hunting for the vault map, but you and I are gonna find it first. For now, my scout is waiting for you up ahead. Good luck.
Lady in my head. Got it.
This is your stop, Vault Hunter.
No time? Let's have some fun!
Try to stay alive. I'd hate to lose a new customer. And welcome to Pandora!
Hey, you must be the new recruit. I am a CL4PTP steward bot, but you can just call me General Claptrap of the Crimson Raiders. What's your name?
Zane Flint.
Thanks. I'll pre-order your tombstone just in case. Now, those jerks who tried to murder you are the Children of the Vault, a bandit cult who follow their creepy leaders with blind devotion. Which reminds me, if you're going to obey my every beck and call, you'll need an echo device. The Echo 3. Slightly more powerful than the Echo 2 and twice as expensive. Besides, the Echo 2 had a tiny issue with spontaneous combustion, so they rebranded those as grenades. Now listen up, recruit. Lilith ordered us to take over a Children of the Vault propaganda center. Time to show those culty weirdos that no one messes with the Crimson Raiders. Follow me, recruit, to glory! Before we wreak our righteous vengeance, you'll need to register your Echo at this quick change. Once we defeat the cult, I'll be famous. And when I'm signing autographs, I need you looking sharp while defending me from my legions of fans/stalkers. You look awfully attractive. Saved it. A user agreement? Boring. Don't worry, corporations have our best interests at heart. Except Dahl. And Hyperion. And the propaganda center is this way. A locked gate? No! This can't be happening! The entire mission is ruined! Think, Claptrap, think! You're brave and powerful, and people always do what you tell them to! That's it! Recruit, get that gate open! That's an order from your superior officer! You did it! Best recruit ever! But don't get cocky. Jump, recruit! The propaganda center is up ahead. Those cultists have been killing Crimson Raiders left and right. They totally suck skag balls. But I've got a foolproof plan to kick their culty asses. I hit a weapons cache nearby. Stay quiet and follow my every move. It's stealth time! Stealth time! Gonna walk over here. complete our mission, Lilith has to promote me to Super General. Stand back!
Great. I'm sure there's some people on the moon who didn't hear that.
Relax. On Pandora, it's actually super weird if something's not exploding. Now take your gun, recruit. You're gonna need it. These guns, like myself, aren't beholden to their primary function. I can dance and sing. And some guns now include an alternate shooting mode. Try it out. Follow me, recruit. Wait here. I'll talk my way in, become their king, and then you'll surprise slaughter them in cold blood. Watch and learn, recruit. Hello? Anyone there?
This is Shiv, holy influencer of the children of the vault. What do you want, Crampot?
Hello, bloodthirsty maniac. It is I, Claptrap, Slayer of the Destroyer, and Super General of the Crimson Raiders. We have you completely surrounded. Open the gates now, and perhaps I will be merciful.
Yeah. Let me think about that.
They might call themselves Children of the Vault, but they're still bandits, and bandits are incredibly stupid.
Okay, we're going to surrender. Please don't kill us, Crampot.
That's what I thought. Open the doors immediately for your new king.
Easy. I'm coming out. Just wait right there.
We did it! I did it! Another victory for the Crimson Raiders! Hey, I feel funny. What's happening to me? Ah! Ah! Ow!
End of the road for you.
Get your punishment! Righteous death of all true ways! Tyrene protects me! Not this time! Liberate under the arms of Tyrene!
This could save your life! Then you owe me a life debt!
Who took your nose? Me! In a minute! You're gonna get... Crampot! You're gonna be my new chamberbot! I'm gonna boom in your head!
No! Recruit!
Time to check out our sleigh of the day! I know Claptrap can be a little claptrap, but he's still one of us. We're gonna have to save him. I'll be there soon.
I planted up to two, and it's imperishable by design! Get eyes down! I'm feeling it!
This will be just for the crack.